What is faith? Is it a feeling, a knowing, or a story we've chosen to believe? For thousands of years, humans have believed in gods, angels, and miracles, divine forces that guide, punish, and love us. From the Bible to the Quran, holy books have told us where we come from, how to live, and where we go when we die. But what if faith has other forms? What if our ancestors were telling stories of something else, of something not of this earth? Before Babylon, before Egypt, before the Great Wall or the pyramids of Giza, there was Sumer. Known as the cradle of civilization, the Sumerians didn't just appear first, they invented the very idea of civilization itself. Thousands of years ago, as early as 4500 BCE, the Sumerians had already built urban city-states, developed a legal code, designed irrigation systems, and mapped the heavens with a precision that still astonishes modern astronomers. They gave us the first writing system, cuneiform, carved into clay tablets that still speak today. They created the 60-minute hour, the 360-degree circle, and tracked celestial bodies long before telescopes existed. They built ziggurats, towering temples aligned with the stars, and established schools, taxes, trade, and law. Their cities like Uruk, and Lagash had sewers, marketplaces, and administrative hubs over 1,000 years before the pyramids were even dreamed of. And yet, few people know this. They were the first to build schools, the first to codify laws, the first to divide time, to organize space, to track the movements of gods in the sky. They forged the tools, intellectual, spiritual, and technological, that the rest of the world would build upon. From the Epic of Gilgamesh to the lunar calendar, from bronze weapons to sailboats, they did it first. So why aren't we studying them more closely? Perhaps it's time we do. Because in those tablets lies more than history. They speak of the Anunnaki, sky beings who came from above, beings who altered humanity's course, who taught, who guided, and who, some say, created us. So when we talk about faith, whether in the Bible, the Quran, or the Galactic Federation, we must remember that the oldest story was already written, in clay, under the stars. And maybe, just maybe, those stories were never myths at all. They were messages. Long before the Bible, before the Quran, before the prophets and saints, there were the Sumerian tablets. Dating back over 5,000 years, they are the oldest known written texts on Earth. And they tell a strange story, one of sky gods who came from the stars and made us. They called them the Anunnaki, powerful beings who descended from the heavens and altered humanity's destiny. According to these ancient texts, humans were created by these beings through genetic modification to serve a greater cosmic order. Sounds familiar? A divine creator, beings from the sky, stories passed down for millennia. In today's world, this idea hasn't disappeared. It's evolved. A growing number of people believe in galactic beings, Pleiadians, Arcturians, Andromedans, Lyrans, and many others. From mantis beings to blue avians, from Syrian Starseeds to ancient Anunnaki, countless races are said to play a role in our cosmic story. Benevolent extraterrestrials who guide us, watch us, and in some cases, communicate with us. Channelers and contactees across the planet have received messages of love, unity, ascension, of Earth's transformation, of humanity's awakening. These messages speak of service to others, compassion, truth, and even the belief in a higher source. That's right. Many of these alien civilizations believe in a divine creator, a cosmic intelligence, not unlike the God described in religious texts, a creator of galaxies, of souls, of the light itself. So maybe we're not so different after all. Let's be honest. Faith, whether religious or cosmic, often asks for belief without proof. In religion, we believe in prophets who walked on water, parted seas, or rose from the dead. In cosmic philosophy, we believe in starships hidden behind the moon, telepathic messages, and multi-dimensional souls. Both are based on faith in the unseen. Both offer hope, connection, meaning. But here's the twist. While religious miracles are ancient, alien contact is happening now. We have radar footage, pilot testimonies, whistleblowers, crash retrieval stories. We have people all over the world, regular people, seeing lights in the sky, having profound spiritual awakenings, and hearing a call that feels beyond human. So tell us, is that any less valid? Is a galactic federation of light really so different from a host of angels? Channelers are the modern-day prophets. They speak for beings from the stars, just as Moses spoke for God, or Muhammad channeled the word of Allah. The messages: peace, light, responsibility, service. These are not beings demanding worship. They ask only that we remember who we are, starseeds, children of the stars, co-creators in a vast and living cosmos. Before the rise of Christianity or Islam, there were the Sumerians, creators of the first written records in human history. They didn't just document life, they invented civilization itself, from writing and law to agriculture, astronomy and trade. The very structure of modern society began with them. And at the heart of their world were the Anunnaki, powerful sky beings they revered and worshipped. According to the tablets, these beings descended from above and engineered humanity, not as a myth, but as a real, intentional act of creation. These visitors weren't gods in the traditional sense. They were advanced, purposeful, and deeply influential. And even they acknowledged a higher divine source, a creator beyond themselves, much like the God described in religious texts. Different names, different origins, but perhaps the same truth. Fast forward to today, and humanity is once again hearing the call. But it's no longer from burning bushes, it's from the stars. Modern contactees claim messages from beings like the Pleiadians, Arcturians, and Andromedans, ancient star civilizations who speak of light, unity, and cosmic evolution. And just like the prophets of old, they bring teachings of peace, service, and higher awareness. People like Barbara Marciniak, who channels the Pleiadians and shares messages of awakening, Earth's transformation, and the power of human consciousness. Daryl Anker, who speaks through Bashar, a being from the Essassani civilization, offering guidance on timelines, frequency, and personal evolution. And Elena Dannon, who claims direct telepathic contact with Thor Han, a Pleiadian officer from a galactic federation working to assist humanity in a time of great transition. These individuals are today's messengers. Modern prophets, not wielding staffs or cloaked in mystery, but tuned to higher frequencies, receiving downloads of knowledge and offering glimpses into what Earth and we might become. They speak of unity, self-responsibility, and a greater cosmic family. Their messages aren't commandments, they're invitations to awaken, to remember, to reclaim our place among the stars. But belief doesn't rest on visions alone. In 2001, over 20 former military, intelligence, and government officials gathered at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C., and made a bold declaration: UFOs are real, they are here, and the truth has been kept hidden. Among them, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Salas testified that a glowing, unidentified craft hovered over Malmstrom Air Force Base, and within moments, entire squadrons of nuclear missiles went offline. A chilling demonstration of control over humanity's most powerful weapons. John Callahan, former Chief of Accidents and Investigations at the FAA, presented data and cockpit recordings from a 1986 incident where a Japanese airliner was stalked by a massive UFO over Alaska, an encounter corroborated by radar, visual sighting, and cockpit audio. Donna Hare, a longtime NASA contractor, revealed that she witnessed photographic evidence of UFOs routinely airbrushed out of official images, part of a long-standing policy of suppression. And there were more. Commander Graham Bethune, a retired Navy pilot, described an encounter where his aircraft was nearly enveloped by a glowing disk over the Atlantic Ocean. Sergeant Clifford Stone, a former Army specialist, claimed he was part of classified crash retrieval teams, tasked with recovering not just wreckage, but living extraterrestrial beings. Captain Robert Salin confirmed Salas's testimony, stating the missile silos went completely inert, while bright, mysterious lights hovered overhead. Lieutenant Colonel Dwin Arneson spoke of classified communications he personally witnessed, urgent messages warning of UFOs interfering with sensitive military operations. Each man and woman stood willing to testify under oath before Congress. Not a handful of eccentrics, but decorated officers, radar operators, engineers, pilots, and intelligence analysts. They spoke not of belief, but of direct experience, sightings, contacts, and secrets buried under layers of military classification. This wasn't fantasy, this wasn't science fiction, this was disclosure. Then, in 2023, the silence cracked again. The US Congress held its first serious hearings on UFOs, or UAPs. David Grush, a former intelligence officer, testified under oath that the US government possesses non-human craft and has been retrieving and reverse engineering them for decades. Commander David Fravor, the Navy pilot who chased the infamous Tic Tac UFO, confirmed the craft defied the known laws of physics. And Ryan Graves, a former Navy aviator, revealed that UAPs are seen nearly every day, right off the US coast. The veil is lifting, and what was once dismissed as conspiracy is now entering official record. Not everything that moves through our skies is from another world. Some of it is ours, creations of black operations, born from decades of hidden science and reverse-engineered technology. Crafts recovered from crash sites, studied, replicated, and hidden from the public, not to uplift humanity, but to control it, to weaponize the unknown. And yet, beyond the secrecy of men, there are other forces at play. Not all visitors to Earth are friends. Some come not to guide us, but to manipulate, to sow division, fear, and dependence. They see humanity not as a partner, but as a resource. But there are others. Beings like the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, ancient races who chose a different path. They come not to conquer, but to protect. They honor free will, natural evolution, and the sacred right to choose. They stand at a distance, watching, waiting, because we are not ready. We, who still fight endless wars. We, who are driven by greed and power. We, who turn against each other over illusions. The higher civilizations will not save us by force. They will not violate the universal laws. We must evolve from within. We must rise by our own hand, not by rescue, but by realization. Only then, when we lay down the weapons of fear, will the veil be lifted. Only then will Earth step forward, not as a broken world to be saved, but as a sovereign race ready to join the greater galactic family. The choice is ours. So what does this mean for us? For those who believe in the Galactic Federation? For those who feel a connection to the stars? It means that maybe we were right to listen to the whispers, to the dreams, to the visions that said, "You are more than human." Because when Air Force commanders, astronauts, and intelligence officers all say, "Something is out there," that's not fiction, that's validation. In the end, whether you look to the heavens for angels or extraterrestrials, the message remains the same. We are not alone, and we never have been. Perhaps the true test of faith isn't in choosing between religion and revelation, but in embracing a greater truth that unites them both. The question is no longer if the veil will lift, but when, and who we will become when it does.
From the stars we came, and to the stars we shall return, as it was written in the tablets of eternity. Also, hit the subscribe button and like the video. Blessings. Stellar vibes are headed your way.